die, so we'll see how much we can get done before then. But I was just gonna do all the little baby laundry, which is a lot, and I literally hate doing it. I don't know if anyone is the same, but doing baby laundry is like legit probably my least favorite chore in the world, because there's just like so much and it's so little and annoying to fold. So anyways, I thought while I was doing this to entertain myself, I thought it'd be a good idea to do like a little update on life, and specifically Covey, how he's doing since he was in the hospital, and he's also 2 months in a few days, so that'll just kind of be his 2-month update. Also, I can never get over this sweatshirt. One of my friends made it for McCoy, like sewed the whole thing, put his name on the back. It's just freaking adorable. And he wore it all winter last winter. I hope that it'll fit a little bit this year. Probably won't, but anyways. So, update, yeah, Covey's almost 2 months. It's been, let's see, I think he was just over a month when he went into the hospital. Carson and I had gotten sick. We had gotten the flu, and sadly Covey got it. We tried really hard to like, well, Carson didn't really hold him at all, but I held him obviously when I was feeding him, because he nurses, and so that's pretty much the only time. And then obviously, like, if he needed to be comforted, like, we'd hold him just whenever he needed, but we didn't just like hold him just because we wanted to, just because we were trying to avoid getting him sick. But sadly he got sick anyways, so we had to go to the hospital. If you didn't watch that vlog, you can go watch that, because he got a fever. It ended up getting up to 102, so we had to take him to the ER, obviously, because little babies that small are not supposed to get fevers over 100.4, so we were pretty stressed. Spent a few days there, had to get some antibiotics, had some infections. But yeah, it's scary when you have a little one that small who is sick. It was literally traumatizing to me, honestly. But yeah, like I said, you can go watch more of that video to see like more of the details. But since then, I honestly feel like it jacked him up a lot. He was a really good baby, just slept like a normal newborn. Was sleeping decently through the night, like 3-4 hours, which is like pretty average. I was like the same in Mac, like first month of life, which some people I hear it's like every hour because their babies like to cluster feed, and I was like, well, I will take anything over that. So, and then he got sick, and he handled the sickness so freaking good. Like, he literally, you wouldn't even have known he was sick besides the fact that he was like burning up. He just like wasn't fussy at all and was just so sweet the whole time. I get too distracted. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna get anything done while I'm talking. So yeah, he was so good, but then a few days after he got sick, he started to get really like colicky. Honestly, like, I don't know, maybe about a week after. And he had a bunch of antibiotics in the hospital, which after a few days of him being like super colicky, it started to just happen at night. Like, he would, like before we went to bed in the evening, like he would just get so fussy, and it was just like nearly impossible to console him. Like, he would just scream, and I couldn't literally do anything for him. So that was really hard and really sad. So that happened for probably 2 full weeks of just like straight, just cannot console him if he gets in those moods. And that was really hard for us because McCoy was our perfect child who just made no sounds. Just kidding, he did. He cried, but like his cry was just the sweetest, like little quietest cry in the world, and he honestly didn't cry a lot. And so Covey just screaming at the top of his lungs, and he is a loud crier, let me tell you. That was really hard, especially for Carson, because I think Carson bonded with McCoy really easily and quickly. because if you don't know, his dad passed away. Carson's dad passed away the day before McCoy was born. Like, we literally went into the hospital the same day that his dad passed away. And so I think it was kind of like that, losing his dad, and now he has this new, it's kind of, that was like his connection. Ooh, I still get chills. To his dad, and so they just bonded so quickly and easily, and Carson like always held him and always wanted him. That was just like his little comfort, and it was so sweet. And I loved like having that and watching them. But Covey's been a little harder for him, honestly, just because of all the crying, and I don't know. He has McCoy to entertain now, which is great for me because I'm like more busy with the baby. I try to spend a lot of time with McCoy too, but you know, I gotta feed him and burp him. He just wants my cuddles, and babies just want their moms. They want their dads too. Dads are great. Not saying they're not. But a lot of the time, like, there's things that, like, the dad maybe just doesn't feel as comfortable doing, which is Cars. He's kind of just, like, one of those that's, like, I'm here if you need it, but if you don't, like, you got it. Like, I don't want to try to take over, and he just gets stressed about it. Anyway, so he takes care of McCoy, which is so awesome, and I'm so grateful for it because that honestly helps me out so much. So, yeah, Covey's screaming has been a little harder for him because he's like, why is this happening? I, on the other hand, I mean, it's hard, don't get me wrong, but I literally told Carson the whole pregnancy, I'm like, we are gonna have a not good baby. I just know, not that he's not good, but like, I just know it's gonna be harder, it's gonna be harder, and I tried to say that the whole time, because I'm like, if it's easier, or, you know, the same, awesome, but if he's harder, at least I'm preparing myself to not expect to be another little perfect child. Carson, on the other hand, expects all of her children to be perfect, so anyways, yeah, so he went through that. In the midst of that, probably a week after he got better, well, better, like, he was out of the hospital, yeah, it was a little over a week, we actually got his tongue tie cut. Not tongue tie, that was a lie. His lip tie. He had a lip tie, so we got that cut, and because he was just, we're like, maybe that's why he's so colicky, and he also was like not nursing way good before he got sick. He just was kind of like, I don't know, fussy and just, I don't know, annoyed by it. And so we took Matt to the dentist anyways for his like first checkup, and we just had him look at it, and the doctor's like, oh yeah, he has one. And so we're like, okay, let's try that out and see if that helps anything. And then he happened to get this colic like right at that same time. So 2 weeks later, which is about now where we're at, he is doing a lot better. He does not really colic anymore. Like, he'll cry loud every once in a while, but that's just like normal baby stuff if he's like hungry or tired. Carson still is like, wait, I thought he was better. I'm like, dude, he just needs to go to bed. He's just been awake for a while, so he's still learning that crying is normal for a little baby. We just were too lucky with McCoy and didn't have to literally deal with a crying baby much. So anyways, Covey's doing good. Yeah, he's getting big. I honestly don't know how much he weighs. We have his 2-month appointment next week sometime, and so we'll see how much he weighs. I'm sure he's like 12 pounds. I think he was 10. Sorry, my camera officially died, so don't mind the change in quality and angle and all this stuff, but I don't remember what I was saying, honestly. But yeah, McCoy he's doing better. Oh, I think I was talking about he's saying shut up. But yeah, he is just so fun, and he's just at like the silliest age where he's just learning so much, and so everything he does and says is just so funny. He copies us, our every move, and just everything is so great. But yeah, Cov's doing good. Our current dilemma is he has been wanting to sleep by me for naps, night, everything. Like, if I let him sleep in our bed, he will sleep for like 6 hours straight. Like, I won't even have him touching me. Like I, you know, obviously I don't want to suffocate him. And he'll just be in our bed and he will sleep straight up 6 hours, wake up, eat, go back to bed for another like 5 hours. But if I have him in the bassinet, he'll be up every 2 hours. And so I'm at a dilemma right now because it's really hard when you're really tired in the night. And you know, if you put your baby in the bed that he will sleep really good. And you know, if you don't, then you're going to be up again in 2 hours, if not sooner. But I also don't necessarily want him to get used to sleeping in our bed. So I'm not really sure what to do with that. We currently have McCoy in our bed still right now, so it gets to be a lot. So if you have any advice with that, I mean, honestly, I probably just need to push through it and make him sleep in his thing, and obviously he'll get used to it eventually, but he was sleeping so good in it. That's what's annoying. And then kind of when all this stuff went down, that happened. And that's how McCoy ended up in our bed as well, is he was sleeping so great through the night for the first, 5-6 months of his life. And then he started getting really bad. Put him in our bed, instantly would fall asleep. And so, right, dang, that's nice. That's easy compared to like we'd put him to bed in the crib and then like 5 minutes later he'd wake up screaming, and it was just like that all night, and it's like, holy crap. So now a year later he's still in our bed, but we honestly love it. Like, I love co-sleeping. It's just, in my mind, I'm like, these babies are so little and I just don't feel like they're meant to be alone. Like, people that talk about like the crying out method and stuff, I was never against that until like now. The more I think about it, I'm just like, they're crying because they just don't want to be alone. Like, that's just sad. Like, they're just so little and so scared, and they don't know what's going on, and they just like want the comfort of their parents, It's like, I don't blame them. And I slept with my mom the whole first 18 months of life, and I'm fine. But I don't know, that's just my thoughts. Teach their own. Like, if you have your kids sleep training in their own crib by 3 months, whatever, for all power to you. That's amazing. I sometimes wish I did, but at the end of the day, for us and our family, we just love to have them close right now because we know that like them being little is not going to last for very long. It's going to go so fast, and we're like, why not just spend every moment with them that they will allow us to, because soon they're not going to want us to, and it's just going to be me and Carson in the bed, and it's just going to be us at home. And so we're just trying to embrace every moment we can with these little ones. But yeah, that's kind of the current update. Today is actually Carson's dad's birthday. Again, he passed away. It's been 19 months now, so that'll be 2 years in February. And it's been hard. Carson's still struggling. He does really good. He does so much better than I would be in his position, honestly. He just has his moments, and he has a hard day or even a great day and wants to call his dad and tell him about it. Like, his dad was always so proud of him and everything he did, and, would help him if he did have a hard day or had a question about a car or our house or how to do this, or, and he was just always the one he called. And so that's definitely been the hardest thing, is just to not have him to call. And but he's doing good, so yeah, we're just gonna celebrate him tonight, which will be fun. We're gonna go like have dinner and then go play some pickleball with his family. That will be good. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. We're doing really good. We're honestly so happy. Like, every day, Carson and I are just like, we couldn't be happier. We just felt grateful in those moments, especially during Covey's like colicness. I just had to remind myself every single time, like, there are people that would take this, like, screaming and all of that, like, these moments, just to be able to have a child, and like, I know so many people are struggling, so I had to remind myself, and I still do, in all those moments that you're just like, why did I do this? Like, we're so freaking lucky to be able to be blessed with these children. So we definitely feel that. We love them so much and are excited to continue to watch them grow and to teach them and help them learn. But we hope that you guys continue to stay here and be part of our family. If there's anything you want to see, please let us know, because we're always looking for new ideas of what to record. So hope that you guys have a great day though.